Hello everyone. What do you think? Most of the people fail in interview. Is it because they don't know SQL or Excel? The answer is no. They fail because they don't know what interviews are secretly looking for the answers and how they are testing. I'm going to teach you how the interviewers looking your questions are testing your ability in this video. Stay tuned. There is a secret question. I'm going to reveal it in between or almost end of this video so that you will understand that question, how killer is it and how it is going to filter you from the other people, because that particular question help the interviewers to understand who is created a fake interviews or fake resumes. Let's start with the question number one. The most commonly used asked question is, tell me about yourself. In this, if you say like, myself is so and so and you're from this one, they don't want all this information. It is indirectly taking you or asking you about your background. What is your technical knowledge, your skills, and the business value. With that skill, what is the business value you are creating? For example, let's consider Mr. A. He is having a skill of Power BI and he is working in a company for 5 years and using this same skill for 5 years. So the introduction for Mr. A should be, hi, my name is A and I have been into this Power BI for last 5 years. Along with, I have completed so many projects. With that help of that particular project, my company have attained $1 million savings, or so many cost cuttings we have incurred, or else it has helped us to add a business value. So that's what they used to understand. For an example, let's say I'm a Mr. A. I'm just giving an interview. Tell me about yourself. It will be like, hi, I'm Mr. A and I am working for XYZ company from last 5 years and I'm into this domain for last 5 years with the same skill set which you are looking for. And with that skill set, I have created 10 number of dashboards with the help of Power BI. In that, if I pick one best project which helped me to give a better result to the organization, where it's end up in a business by saving a $10 million per year, where the customers are failing to pay the payment on time for my client, but with the help of the dashboard, it is already reversed. So this way, if you give your interview, they will be confident on you. This is the very first question. Then they will listen to you what you are going to say for their entire question, or else they will ask question for a sake and then they said we'll get back to you. That's what the common people comes for. It's not about the description which I have given over here. You should follow. You can narrate your words according to the 3 points: your background, your skills, and your business value. The next question will be, why do you want to become a data analyst? This is the answer. You can say like, the data is everywhere. I just want to know. It's not the one. It should give the in detail why you want the data analyst. The data is future, everyone knows, but why you want to become a data analyst and what is the reason you want to become a data analyst. So it should be specific and valuable, and how you enjoying the job to do that. The answer simple which I have provided here is, I'm enjoying finding patterns and turning a data into insights and improve the business, as I said earlier. So this loop your answer in the first question, where you said like, you have created a dashboard and it saved some dollar savings to your company. These two things to be looped, and it will give a better confidence on your interviewer who is hiring for your position as an analyst. The third question will be, what is SQL? It's simple. Everyone knows SQL is a ETL tool where you can save your data and which you can able to retrieve, and based on the filters, what are the things you're going to develop. So this section will be going to deal about the SQLs. The most common questions I have picked. The one is the difference between where and having. Theoretically, where class will be used before group and having will be done after grouping. So I'll show you the live example over here. So I have two tables here, which is orders table and customers table. I'm running it for you. You can see I have a orders table which is having the value of product, what of the customers have purchased, and the customer details. Right now, I want to run the where query. Let's say where query. Now the scenario is, I want to filter the customer or order where my value is greater, the value of purchase is greater than 10,000. So what I'm going to give, select, I am going to give the same star. From star indicates that which value you are taking. Like I want to take all the values from which table you are taking. I'm taking it from orders table, and where my condition should come. My amount should be greater than, let's say, 10,000. And if you want to execute only this particular query, select this one and execute it. You can see the value is 10,000 get disappeared. To compare, you can select these two queries. If I run from orders, you will get the value of 10,000 for watch. But if I mention this particular query, I'm not able to see the watch value, right? This is for my where condition. So suppose the other question is having, right? So having will comes over here. It will be done after grouping. So this is done before grouping. After grouping will be the different scenario. Next, we'll go to the other one. Joins. The very important question in SQL question is joining the two different tables to get the results. So ideally, now we are going to see the other question, which is where is done. Now we are going to see for the have condition, right? So the thing is like it should be done after grouping. So what we are going to do is I'm going to select from, let's execute the orders table. From here I want to take the values, which is the sum value should be greater than around, the sum value should be like around 10 to 20,000 to be done. So okay, like I'm going to select the product where my sum of amount, I'm going to give this value as total amount from orders table, and I'm going to group this one, group by order ID, and having the value sum amount, right? Sum of amount value is greater than, let's say, 20,000. Let's execute this. We'll get a result which, oh, there is something here. So this should be, let's get product name over here. Yeah, right. So we are getting the value which the sum value is greater than 20,000. So ideally it will filters the value which is having the sum value of greater than 20,000. We have 45,000 and phone, you can see 20 plus 25, it's 45, and 50,000 for the laptop. So this is how it will be done because we are grouping the value by this product, right? So this is the difference between group by and having. The next question will be, what is the difference between joins? What are the joins? So the join is an important question in SQL where multiple joins are available: inner join, outer join, left outer join, full joins. So it is relevant to the Venn diagram if you have done in your school gradings, which is A union B, A intersection B, A union B intersection C. The similar kind of it will work, right? Now let's see what is the inner join and F join. So inner join will match the rows from both the tables. So it will take the values from both the tables which is matching. But left join take all the rows in the left table. Let's say you are combining table A and B. It will be taking the all values from the table A left side, and it will be taking the matching values from the table B. So let's see it in live example. Here, if you see in the joins table, right? Okay, as I shown you, like we have two tables, which is our sales table and customer table. Now I have to do the inner join. Let me do the inner join. You can see the difference is I have taken all the values from both customer ID and customer table and the orders table. But if I do the left join, you can see only whichever is match is getting it. So let's run this all together and get the values added over here, right? If you see the null values, whichever is displaying in the left join is not showing in the inner join, which means whichever is available, it will be displayed in the inner join. Left join take all the values from left. Our customer table is having these many values and taking values from our orders table, which is this is table A and this is table B. So inner join takes the values from matching values from the table B. However, left join takes the values from A and also B. So this is how it will work, and this is the difference between left join and the inner join. Now let's jump into the Excel questions. What is pivot table in Power BI? Excel. So pivot table is nothing but it will summarize all the values in your Excel file and give you for a simple analysis. This is a powerful one in Excel where it will give more analysis and insights. Let's see it live. So here I have an Excel file. I just want to see the pivot table. Just go to insert, first select the files, click on insert, pivot table. It asks you to select where I have to go for the create a pivot table. You want to do it in the existing sheet or new sheet. I am by default it is be selected as a new sheet. I have selected a new sheet and click on OK. So here you will see that one. So now I have to see the how they are working. So performance index I am giving it in the row, how they are performing and how many hours they sleep. So let me start this from smallest to largest. So 10 is having the 5 hours of sleep. Similarly, who's having the 100, it depends on the hours of sleep they have done. So this is how this pivot table will help you to understand how they have performed in the data, right? Okay, now let's go to the other question. What is VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP searches the value from one table and returns the matching information from other column of the other page or the other table. Similarly, to give an example, let's say the VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. So this is how it will be working. So it looks the values vertically and it takes the values into this particular area, right? For an example, let's say I'm copying this particular thing into the other sheet. Okay, now I want to get these values based on the, let's say this extracurricular activities yes or no to that particular based on this hours studied, I need the values of performance index. So how I am going to get you that? It is very simple. I'm going to add equal to VLOOKUP and hours studied, which is comma A2, and then in this particular table, so hours studied is my here, and I'm going to select these 5 columns and give my columns index, which is my 5, and I'm going to give true or false. It should be exact match, so it should be false always. We can close the bracket and hit enter. You will get the result of what is their performance, sample question papers they have practiced. So this is what if I want to get, I can get it over here as a column D. Similar way you can do it for other 3 columns also. This is the power of VLOOKUP, and it will looks the values vertically and get the result from here. We have a pro, which is XLOOKUP, so that is licensable. So since I don't have the updated the app, can't able to show it currently, but it completely additional of pro feature of VLOOKUP. It will goes the values from left, right and center, everywhere we can able to get the values.